So, this is the part where we're gonna see the name Trump every single day in the media, and I'm already sick of it, and he's not even president. I mean, it's okay to be pro America, and he's doing the right thing, but it's still just overkill, guys. Like I need I like want to ban the word Trump on any of my search engines, on Instagram, on YouTube. I already know what's going on. I don't need to be reminded every 5 seconds. So that's why we're here, is to do the more spiritual stuff, of course. So let's, like I did in my last video, this is the Nefertiti hieroglyphs. We're going to go into more hieroglyphs today. So that's Nefertiti. They're giants. These aren't babies. These are normal-sized humans, or else they would look like fat babies. They don't look like fat babies. They look like little skinny people, aka normal-sized people. And these are the giants of old days that the Bible told us about. The Nephilim, who mated with the women to splice our DNA and mix in the reptilian DNA with all of our genetics, and that's why we have this kind of reptilian genetics technically in our brain. Like, how they have the hominid part of the brain, and then the very inside has the reptilian part of the brain. Well, this is what this is. It's the same thing, different story. And all these Illuminati bloodlines believe they are direct descendants of these reptilian bloodlines. That's why they think they're above everyone, because genetically they believe they're part of this hive mind consciousness. But let's not take all New Age telekinetic psychic stuff not seriously, because what did Jesus say? He said, what did he say to the storms and the wind? He said, be still. And then the storm stopped, the wind stopped. And what did I show y'all in my very first video, where I'm playing the fisherman on guitar, and during my favorite part of the video blinks, or the light inside my room in New Orleans blinked right at my favorite part, the part I added in myself. So I believe in telekinesis. I believe we've affected the wind. Nietzsche affects lightning, as his letters show to Franz Overbeck in the 1880s. He wanted to wear certain kind of metal to deflect lightning and electricity against his body, because he thought he'd be hit by lightning, and he wanted to move to the high plateaus of Mexico to kind of avoid that. Anyway, it's all real. We're just using it in negative ways, and Illuminati know it's all real, but science, they have under their thumb, and are going to claim it's all BS and debunk it in really unscientific ways, like James Randi, the definition of a tool bag. So when we turn this upside down, we start to see things, because like Isaiah says, surely you're turning up things of upside down is like of the potter's clay. You turn it upside down so you can hide your little secrets in there, and that's what they do. You see this right here? That's Trump. It's Trump's hair, and you see the Satan going down into his pineal gland, this pirate-looking, Jack Sparrow-looking figure, and Satan up here also is the puppet master, going into Obama and Trump, okay? There's Obama and his ears, and Obama's wearing the mask because he's not who he says he is. See, you see the Obama ear and the hair, and Trump's hair right here, and that little pirate guy right there. So the Egyptian hieroglyphs, I'm not saying the Egyptians hid this. I'm saying, like the TheGroxt, the spirits were hiding this stuff. Okay, they're thinking ahead. We're just mere mortals thinking barely 5 minutes ahead. Okay. So let's go forward a little bit. Oh, I went to the range, shot my little SIG piece 365, 10+1, and then my new Taurus PT92 AF, awesome, and it was just fine. It went well. So Ridley Scott finally going to make that final Alien movie, the sequel to Prometheus and Alien Covenant, and he's going to show how David created the Queen Alien, and it's going to tie into Ripley's DNA somehow. So the real irony, what I love about the Prometheus and Alien Covenant films, isn't the acting, isn't the script writing, it's the lore, okay? I want to know what's going on, and the coolest part is that man created AI, robots, and then robots are smarter than us, so they created the aliens, or David specifically. It's like our own creation created something as well. So I like this whole triangle alien robot mix up, and only Prometheus and the Alien franchise does that. Speaking of AI, you see here it says dang thing right here. It says let's see, Google will build 7 nuclear reactors by 2035 to power its artificial intelligence. So I said, talk about setting up the end times. Like, yeah, why would you need a nuclear reactor to power some little robot? And what good? Who feels good about this? It's no longer about, oh, that's so cool. Technology is cool. We're at the point where technology is getting scary and terrifying, and we should be worried. They're no longer our friends. If you notice, these companies keep pushing AI, and the employees don't want it. But the CEOs answer up to their higher ups, you know, the pyramid, the eye of Lucifer is the main man that they're looking up to. They have a satanic goal in mind to have AI take over all the jobs, even customer service jobs. There's a company in Japan or China where the CEO is AI because it's more efficient. So we're going to use that excuse of more efficiency and it's smarter and it just wouldn't screw up. As we're going to use that excuse as a way to let them take over. And now Elon Musk is part of Trump's administration, and he's going to push his little AI robots on us, and they're going to be part of the end times army. It's not just going to be some guys knocking on your door. It's robot dogs, robot men walking around with no pain. They don't feel pain. They're bulletproof. It doesn't matter. Your Second Amendment does not matter. Not you know, you can't vote away the end times, guys. And again, look, the Illuminati card game said 30 years ago there's a blonde, charismatic leader who's going to be starting all this up. You know that Bible verse in 1 Corinthians 15:52, at the twinkling of an eye. In the twinkling of an eye will be changed. At the last trump. That's what it says. At the last trump. Open a new tab. Let's see. 1 Corinthians 15:52. All right. A little bigger for us blind people. Okay. Oh, was I not right? Did I screw up? Last trump. I thought it was the 2 Corinthians. Yeah, 1 Corinthians 15:52. Okay. Anyway, KJV. In a moment, in the twinkling of an eye, at the last trump, the trumpet will sound, and the dead will be raised, and we'll all be changed. So, of course, the guy who's going to kick off the end times and push the button, his name is Trump. It's not a coincidence. And yes, I know the Bible wasn't English. It was Greek and Hebrew, but it's all part of the spirit realms. It's all valid. We're all aware of this very famous verse. Anyway, Trump is that blonde, charismatic leader. Enough is enough. And and Biden wasn't charismatic at all, so it's obviously not him. We were supposed to have a really boring person, and they were supposed to end it with this charismatic guy who just, he's a Gemini, so he's a sweet talker, just talks and talks and talks and talks and talks and talks. And of course, the backlash with Obama was also predicted by the Illuminati card game. No big deal. Oh, if genitalia doesn't indicate gender, why cut off genitalia to change gender? Don't ask woke people that. He who dares not offend cannot be honest. Thomas Paine. Takes an Aquarius to bring it. Okay, your triggers are your responsibility. It isn't the world's obligation to tiptoe around you. All right, Christian, church, Bible. These are all my memes that I just did in a blink of an eye. Legacy media versus the internet. Of course, kids can't have tattoos but can perform sex change operations. Huh? You can identify as whatever you want, but don't mess up your body at a young age when you don't even know who you are. What you're going through, people, is called puberty. We all go through it. We all get confused trying to figure out who we are. And I was hanging around gay guys too because I was in ballet. But hanging around them confirmed that, I know I'm not gay. Look at all the hot girls in tutus. I'm not looking at guys. See, the Republicans, Trump will save America. End times. You cannot vote away the end times. This guy's sad because they don't take race and gender into consideration anymore. And this guy's happy because they don't take gender and race into consideration anymore. It's literally just a perspective thing. Do you want to be hired on your merit or something you can't control? And then you want these people flying your planes just because of their race or gender? I'm a better pilot and safer than you, but you got it because of some quota, some DEI, diversity, equity, and inclusion thing? That's really scary. You hire someone based on not their merit, especially when someone's lives are at stake, like doctors, airplanes, etc. And for me to even have to say this these days is really the sad part. I'm going to make the USA great again by including 20 genders. She doesn't say anything. Liberals, when they have to hire based on ability and not race or gender. Sorry, I was just all this politics. I just had to get it off my back. Voted for Kamala to attract more women. That's not a woman. Liberals waiting for peace and love after decriminalizing theft and borders. Just saying. Republicans after Trump won. All high and mighty. American women can't kill their babies now. Abortion is actually state mandated. So there's only so much the president can't actually do. End times, voting versus God's plans. How can I help you? Can't wait to see some hot dancers. We hire anyone claiming to be female. Walks out the door. In fact, there was this transgender person with boobs who wants to sue Hooters for not hiring him based on discrimination. Well, straight guys don't want to see some transgender person pretending to be a woman serving them. They want a hot female XX chromosome. Okay? Forgive us for... It's like y'all can be disgusted at straight men, but straight men can't be disgusted at anal sex with another man? Like, if it can make you sick, but it can't make other people sick. Even though it's made them sick for 10,000 years humans been around. I'm not saying gays haven't been around that long. I'm just saying if you're straight, you can't change them. Just like I can't change you. Oh, you're gay. I'm not going to try and change you, but don't try and tell me what to think or feel. Of course. In Oregon, public exposure to a minor is okay if you say you're not sexually aroused. And you wonder why Trump won. Okay? I didn't vote. Just saying, this is the kind of crap that people are fed up with. Just like Trump's, the Illuminati card game. Enough is enough. And he's here to fulfill that role. Public Kamala voters. Secret Trump voters. Sorry, just say it. Trump is the Trojan horse. He's the 100% definition of the Trojan horse, secretly starting the end times. The Republicans are like, yay, Trump, woohoo. No, read your Bibles. Turn off the news and read your Bibles. Celebrities who are sad about Kamala losing with their millions that they wasted on her campaign. And lastly, celebrity opinion mattered more when movies were actually good. Changed my mind. Okay, that's just a couple of my silly opinions. Got plenty more where that came from. Let's see. So now let's get into some hieroglyphs. Y'all, I did this video a while back, but it's basically just the Groks. So we see Mars right here. Yeah. You see the clown. The clown right there. It's everywhere. It's in all the universe. Satan runs the world, runs the universe. God is above the body, the incorruptible, the spiritual, whatever's impermanent. All matter, is subject to Satan. That's why the hydrogen, that's why carbon is 666, 6 neutrons, 6 electrons, 6 protons. Whereas oxygen is 8 electrons, 8 neutrons, 8 protons. And Jesus' number, Jesus in Greek gematria, is 888. So Jesus and carbon and air, the breath of light, the spirit, the Holy Spirit, pneuma in Greek is spirit and breath. Breath and spirit are the same word in Greek, pneuma. And Jesus, of course, equals 888. And oxygen, which is our breath, is 8 electrons, 8 neutrons, and 8 protons. So yeah. Anyway, Satan is 666. Carbon-based material, matter, the world is 6 electrons, 6 neutrons, and 6 protons, okay? And then we see the clown Satan hiding there. Of course, and then we go to Washington, D.C., or is this somewhere else? No, yeah. And then we see the bull right here that's coming down in the pyramid on top of Satan with the little clown hat once again, and the nukes, and the V for the 5th age coming, because we're in the 4th age right now. The 5th age is the end of grace and mercy. No more. We had our 2,000 years. We had the whole entire zodiacal age of Pisces to figure this stuff out. The age of Aquarius is when it's all done. It's over, guys. And Satan comes down, or whatever spirit form he has. But here, let's go to Washington, D.C., and then you see this clown figure right in the box. And you see the stone of Daniel 2 coming down. The star of Revelation 9 coming down. And then you see the clown with the ball. You see, once again, the pointy hat for the clown. He opens Pandora's box right here, and he's got the ball. Like the B-A-A-L, the Baal and Grove worship, the Baal and Grove worship, that the Jews threw their kids into the fire for every December 25th during your so-called Jesus' birthday. Christmas is pagan, just got to say that for the 50 millionth time. So yeah, all of these places show the end times. If we zoom out, because what does the book of Acts 2:19 say? There'll be signs in the earth. It literally says there's signs in the earth and in the stars. So just pull out Google Maps and look up your astrology. Sorry, astrology is 100% biblical and Christmas is 100% pagan. We live in an upside down world of lies. Sorry to break it to you, don't shoot the messenger. And if you do, I'm in Texas, so I got more guns than you. And then we see Antarctica. You see the sheep right here, and then the lion. Because what do we know? Jesus died as the lamb, and he comes back as the Lion of the tribe of Judah, as Revelation tells us. The Lion of the tribe of Judah is Jesus. He is the lion, but he died as the sheep, the lamb. So he came very peaceful, but he's coming back hard, dude. And he's, I think he's pretty pissed, to be honest, but we'll see. Some more hieroglyphs. Some more. This is from the Sumerian tablets. Of course, anyone who's seen Ancient Aliens knows this one, except us who have a more spiritual bent don't just talk about UFOs, we talk about the end times. Yes, this could be a helicopter right here for the World War III coming. And then you see like a UFO right here, and then you see the San Onofre breasts, the San Onofre power plants, which we've gone into a million times. This is where it's going to hit. Whatever it is, comet, asteroid, UFO, whatever, that's where it's going to hit, at the 33-degree parallel in San Diego, California. And that also somewhat represents Sodom and Gomorrah when they got massacred, okay, because it was just a land of sin and sex and self. So yeah, these Egyptian hieroglyphs are Sumerian hieroglyphs are going to be a little more spiritual than just ancient alien stuff. You see this P right here? And that's the P for the Pleiades, because Jesus has the 7 stars in his right hand. I know it's a mirror image, so it looks like my left hand, but this is my right hand. 7 stars in my right hand, and Benjamin actually means son of the right hand. Ben, son, Yamin, right hand. That's my name. So, and then you see the open door right there. So the Pleiades represents the open door of the rapture. Because what did Jesus say in Luke 21:36? Pray always that you may be worthy to escape what is coming. Let's say that again. Luke 21 and 36. KJV. Watch ye therefore and pray always that ye may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that shall come to pass. Okay? Jesus is saying, wait, I can escape the great tribulation? Why are all these churches saying there's no rapture when Jesus says you can escape what's coming? There's no word rapture in the English Bible. They just made it up later, but the concept is there. Watch that you may be accounted worthy to escape all these things that may come to pass. Sorry, still have a cough getting over that. I thought I had COVID. I got tested, paid $10. I didn't have COVID. I was like, yay, I'm just have the flu. Great. Let me go to work now tomorrow and have cough drops the whole time. So yeah, here's the San Onofre power plants and Cloud Atlas, the direct movie that single-handedly converted me to the Grox videos. Because yeah, he said, oh, the San Onofre power plants are everywhere. I was like, oh, that's kind of cool. And then on my own, I watched Cloud Atlas and saw this, and I was like, oh crap, he must be right. And this was way back in 2012, literally a month or two before the Mayan calendar ended. So yeah, there's the boob right there. They're literally at San Diego, and in this scene specifically, with Tom Hanks dressed with a dumb wig and Halle Berry, overrated, they're talking about a grand conspiracy that they're all trying to cover up. The Cloud Atlas movie literally is talking about it, and you know, it talks about it. And who do these Wachowskis, what other movie did they make? Oh, The Matrix, about waking up from a grand deception and this whole world's a freaking lie and it's one big conspiracy of AI ruling over us. Oh, and Neo's expiration date is 9/11/2001. Oh, and it was filmed in 1998, 2 years before that event. Do not tell me it's a conspiracy, and I dare you to ask an AI bot about it. They'll say, oh yeah, that's kind of weird. AI bots are all part of the conspiracy too. So yeah, first 5 seconds, first 3 minutes of Cloud Atlas, that movie, has the San Onofre power plants. And my jaw dropped when I saw that, because I've been watching like 100 Grox videos right before I saw this movie. So this is God telling me. And then I saw The Naked Gun with Leslie Nielsen, and he makes fun of how people, or he makes fun of, oh, I just wish I had, he says he makes a breast joke, and then he just passes by the San Onofre power plants because they look like boobs. Even the movies are pointing out how they look like boobs, because and the nuke that hits it is going to be the penis. It's all sexual innuendos. That's what life is. And Blade Runner 2049, you see two domes that are destructive. They're blown up. Blade Runner 2049. And then League of Extraordinary Gentlemen, as the Grox pointed out, has the two domes right here, specifically with the nipples on top. Not just two round things. Like even in X-Files, the X-Files film, which is about the black goo virus taking over mankind and changing their DNA. It has two little dome tents right here. It's not a power plant. It's just a dome with a bunch of bees. But as we know, bees are part of the hive mind consciousness, and that's how the reptilian brain works. They're all legion. We are one. Just like the spirits Jesus put into the pigs. They are legion. Okay, all these higher up elitist Illuminati 1%ers are legion. They all work together. And then, of course, I noticed while playing GTA 5, the first freaking mission, you pass by the San Onofre power plants. And it's set in California. I'm sorry, it's just information overload because time's running out, dude. We got 4 more years of this, dude. Let me go back to this one. Got some more stuff here. Okay, more Egyptian hieroglyphs. So when we turn this one upside down, what do we see? Let's see. Yeah, so Nefertiti and the sun worship, blah, blah, blah. But then when we look at it, I'll make that bigger. I don't know. And we look at it upside down, you see Jesus and his hand right here. You see? That's the hand. See the beard right here. If you zoom in, it's a little better. Bad qual, like 480p. And then you see this devil guy with the hat again coming down on a little string. Just kind of goes into people's minds. Okay? He's everywhere. Oh, he's up there too. He's got the bald. He's the it clown. He's bald on top with the hair on the sides. Everywhere he's the it. Stephen King's it clown, and Jesus is the bearded man. And there's the great sword, the sword of Revelation, because the red horseman comes down bearing a sword. So yeah, the beast has the sword, and that's that. It's crazy. And here we got some more Egyptian stuff. You see the clown right here. This one's so hard to see when it's only 480p, so we'll do this one later. The Grox talked about it a million times, guys. Oh, nice, we get to zoom in a little, see? Sorry, these are my own videos, just kind of going through. And then we got the Denver airport murals. For any ignoramus who doesn't know, the Freemasons created this. It literally has their little calling card on the bottom with the Freemason compass and ruler. They made this stuff. All the world comes to unite, and they make the sword right here. Let me zoom in. You see the sword in the very center? All of the nations are forming the sword to get rid of this beast that came down at the San Onofre power plants. And this is the red rope of Rahab, also in the Bible. Okay? Alright, all the nations come together to build the sword because this beast bearing the sword comes down. The red horseman comes with the sword to take peace away from the earth. He's killing the dove. And then she looks like Mary, the Virgin Mary. Well, these are all the Catholics who worshipped Mary instead of Jesus. They literally put their energy and their prayers to someone who wasn't their savior. And this is what the pagans have been doing since day one, worshipping Semiramis, Venus, all the female tree deities, okay, and all the men deities were fire sun gods. And Baal was born December 25th. Hercules, Dionysus, Tammuz, Nimrod. They're all born December 25th because it was freezing in the winter, and now they're praying to the sun gods to bring it back, and then they don't realize it's just the tilt of the freaking earth. By the way, it's like 70 degrees outside, and it's November 15th in Texas. So don't tell me climate change isn't real, stupid Republicans. Like, for real, I'm hot as hell. I have my AC on still. And everyone's talking about it in Texas, and they want to still deny that something's happening. I'm not saying the climate change agenda and all the money funding is political garbage, but there is something wrong with the world. All those hurricanes wiped out Florida and South Carolina, those poor folks. Weird weather in diverse places, that whole prophecy much. Anyway, I don't know how I got off of that. So anyway, it's hot as hell. You know, I don't know if it's humanity doing it with the HARP machine controlling weather, or if it's God, or if it is CO2 levels because I'm driving 5 seconds to work. I don't believe that kind of stuff. I don't believe. I think it's HARP or it's God. It's not me driving my car. That's all I'm going to say. And so you see, yeah, everyone who worshiped Mary has to stay for the Great Tribulation to test their faith because they failed. You had this whole zodiacal age of Pisces to figure it out. But you failed, so if you take the mark of the beast, after you face the Great Tribulation, you won't get to heaven. That's literally hell. You lose your soul. But I'm saying they can still get into heaven if they don't take the mark of the beast, sacrifice their life. The book of Revelation literally talks about, I saw those who were beheaded. It's in Revelation. Where is you, Rev? Yep, there we go. KJV. I saw the souls of them that were beheaded for the witness of Jesus and the word of God, and which had not worshipped the beast, neither his image, and neither received the mark on their foreheads or in their hands, and they lived and reigned with Christ 1,000 years. Okay, everyone who is beheaded, they awesome. You get to go to heaven. Sounds all scary and stuff, but I think hell is a little more scary than a friggin' guillotine. Okay, so all those who were beheaded for the ones who had to stay for the New World Order, guys. They're the ones who had to stay for the Great Tribulation. They're the ones who did not have enough faith in this life before the New World Order happened to be able to stay. Everyone else, just like Luke 21:36, pray that you're worthy to escape what is coming so you don't have to face the Great Tribulation unless you want to get beheaded, and then you can come afterwards. But I prefer you don't get beheaded. I prefer you believe the truth now, so you don't have to face this alien crazy invasion coming. Okay, so these people are raptured. And you see how, again, it looks like a breast. It's round with the thing on top. So these people were raptured. These people stay for the Great Tribulation. You have to face that guy. Good luck. Good luck. Like, in all seriousness, I don't mean to sound vain, but for real, good luck. Just don't take the mark, and that'll be that, dude. Okay, we're almost there. And I love how Mark was showing how the U.S. dollar bill, of course. Like, if you just look at your dollar bill, like in that movie Half Baked, Dave Chappelle and then Jon Stewart's on the couch. He said, you ever looked at a dollar bill on weed, man? And he's absolutely right. Look at it. We're at Pyramid Eye of Lucifer on our currency. A currency, it's a banknote. It means nothing. There's no gold standard. The feds just reprint money whenever they want. The Federal Reserve System is not federal. Quick reminder. The Federal Reserve System is not federal. It's all a scam. They killed everyone in Titanic who was against a central bank. J.P. Morgan just happened to call off and say, oh, actually, I don't want to go on the Titanic. I don't care if they set up all my expensive paintings and my furniture. I'm just going to call out. And a lot of other rich billionaires called out a Titanic that were supposed to be on there. But just so happens most of the people who were on there were against a central bank. And now look what's happened. Anyway, on the left, we got the Eye of Lucifer. The left eye is evil, something about the eyes, and the Illuminati know. And then the right eye is the eagle, because, as we know in Revelation 12:14, it talks about the eagle. The eagle is also part of the rapture thing. To the woman, the bride of Christ, who believed in Jesus, was given 2 wings of a great eagle, that she might fly into the wilderness, into her place where she's nourished for a time, and half a time from the face of the serpent, the beast. You go on the eagle, you're raptured. You escaped what is coming. You don't have to chop your head off to get into heaven. You're getting automatically. Something with the pineal gland happens, and poof, in the twinkling of an eye, you're changed. And you're gone, you're out of here. So anyway, we got Satan on the left, the eagle raptured on the right. Those are your 2 choices. Or you could stay for the New World Order and get beheaded and have to face this clown guy during the 5th age. You see the 5 right here on top? The Satan it clown. He's bald with the hair on the top. They got mutual assured distraction, making us all mad, M-A-D. You got the Republicans on the left, Democrats on the right, or I should reverse that actually, right? Or, just putting us against each other, which is why I didn't vote. I don't care. Then there's the eagle. Put on the wings of an eagle. Or you want to face the zombie apocalypse coming with the new image of the beast. There's the golden calf. And you get the new vaccine, whatever it's coming. You see the shot right here, and it makes everyone mad, and you have to take it because the government told you to. And if not, they'll just cut off your bank. You know, it's some scary stuff. Okay, almost done, guys. I think that's it for now. Okay, last but not least, guess what this is? That's Area 51. Okay, just look at it. Oh, look, there's the Satan clown again on top with the hair and the bald head. You see? He even looks scarier without the drawing. See the hair right there and the bald head? Boom. And what is he doing? He's on this machine messing with this person. There's some kind of idol worship going on. You see the face right here? And this is like a machine that Satan is working through, something with the eyes. Once again, the mark of the beast is some kind of cyberpunk iron mixed with clay thing, okay? That the book of Daniel talks about. Iron mixeth with clay or something. What was it? Let's do iron, clay. This is the whole cyberpunk thing. Where you think putting machines in your body is okay, it's not. Whereas thou sawest iron mixed with miry clay, and they'll mingle themselves with the seed of men, but they won't cleave to each other because iron doesn't mix with clay. Flesh doesn't mix with cyborg organics. Just even though cyberpunk pushes that idea, it's not going to work, and if it does, it screws you up. This is the end, guys. Iron mixed with clay. Iron meaning metals, technology, and clay meaning our flesh. Okay, that's a clear allusion to our flesh. So anyway, Satan's mixing the iron with the clay, making the mark of the beast. After everyone who was real Christians or whoever was already raptured, and it's all foretold on the Denver airport murals. And anyway, that's my rant for today. Sorry, I'm just moving forward. The moon's in Aries right now, so it's in my third house of communication. So I guess that's why it's a little easier for me to talk quickly. So hopefully you got all this stuff. Please go see the Grox videos. Right now, his first channel was taken down, so now it's TheGroxt1. And then he had TheGroxt2, and then he had TheGroxt Alpha Omega, and that channel was actually taken down for some reason. Not sure why. Pretty scary. But yeah, go to the Grox channel. You see Will I Am That Power video, Lady Gaga's Applause video, Jay-Z and Justin Timberlake's Holy Grail video, Lil Wayne's God Bless America video. He exposes all of these satanic shills as puppets. All of them. Every single one of them. Back in the Obama days. Woof. Other hieroglyphics. Anyway, I think we're done. I think y'all heard me enough. So, I just want to... Well, I think I said enough. Y'all take it easy.